Does a lot of cool things. He's a professed tinkerer and product enthusiast that has a passion for social. I like to say social entrepreneurism, but you said social Entrepreneurship. So he works as a product engineer for Root. He's been, which is I actually hadn't heard of it, but it's a cool insurance company.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That tries to reward you based on what you actually do. But that's not what we're here to talk about. He's an organizer for Columbus Product Club, co-founder of DACA Time, which was actually a winner of one of the Give Back hacks, and a founding board member of Columbus Conscious Capitalism. So again, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah.
And first of all, what is the social entrepreneurship that we were mentioning before?
Yeah, it's a great question. Social entrepreneurship is this notion that you can do good in a community. You can have a socially impactful idea, move forward social innovation through business. So have a sustainable revenue-generating business model, while at the same time having a non-negotiable social impact model. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a for-profit venture. Could be a non-profit venture also operating as a social enterprise, but at its core, it's that there is some metric, some measurement of success that is related to social good that is a non-negotiable part of how you do business.
Okay. So it's like a win-win type thing. It's like it's
Yes.
okay to make money,
Yeah.
but it's not like the old Wall Street greed is good type thing.
Yeah, well,
we're not just trying to make money for money.
Yeah, and
sake,
exactly.
Right?
And I think that in addition to us within the social entrepreneurial community saying it's okay to make money, we would go one step further and say, make money so that you can sustain yourself as an organization, so that you can continue to make an impact.
Okay, awesome. So tell us a little bit about Give Back Hack, what it is, and what it hopes to accomplish.
Yeah, so when we talk about social innovation and social entrepreneurship, Give Back Hack at its core is positioned to be a launch pad for social innovation. So we work specifically with folks who have an idea, or idea stage, very early, maybe partially vetted ventures who need a platform, they need the space, they need the time to validate that their idea will provide a viable business model and social impact model. So Give Back Hack is a weekend-long event that connects these nascent social entrepreneurs with a great idea, with mentors, a team-building experience, 54 hours to work on validating the idea, and ultimately connecting them with resources and support so that they can move their idea to the next step, take it to the next level. So this year, Give Back Hack has $20,000 in funding for teams that it's that we have due to the very generous support of IGS Energy, United Way of Central Ohio, and the Columbus Foundation. In addition to that, we're able to provide a lot of in-kind services and support to teams, like design packages, mentorships, coaching, consulting, etc. Whatever the teams need so that they can continue to be successful after the weekend.
Because I mean, even if you look at how much it costs sometimes to get a consultant or what so, and you're basically getting a huge team of people that have those experiences to help you. So it's more than just the monetary value. Plus, the press they're going to get from it if they take it on, and their idea does pass that, and there could be plenty more down the road. Plus, if it really is a viable business and it works, after a certain point, it should fund itself.
That's
too, right?
That's it exactly. And in addition to all of the support, and this is something that I've experienced myself, Give Back Hack serves as just a really wonderful entry point into the social entrepreneurial ecosystem that exists in Columbus. So there's a social enterprise accelerator, for instance, that you may or may not have heard of called Sea Change. Last year, I think we had 6 teams from Give Back Hack Columbus that moved almost immediately into the social enterprise accelerator, the Sea Change Accelerator. So
it's almost like the equivalent of a venture capital accelerator for social enterprise.
Right. Yeah, it operates a little bit differently, but it's the same concept.
Okay. So how did it get started in the beginning, and then how's it grown to now?
Give Back Hack was founded in 2015 by Susie Bureau.
Okay.
And financially, the genesis of it was made possible by the Create Columbus Commission, a grant from the Create Columbus Commission.
Okay.
So Susie identified a problem in our community, which
Mm-hmm.
is that there are a whole lot of people with really wonderful, socially impactful ideas. And there's another community of people that have a high degree of technical acumen and business acumen who know how to bring ideas to life. But those two communities of people weren't really commingling.
Sure.
You know, they didn't have a platform for getting together
Yeah.
to make an idea a reality. And so Susie created Give Back Hack to be that opportunity to bring these groups together so that socially mindful people, business mindful people, and technically mindful people could create something.
Collaborate.
Yeah, absolutely. So it started in 2015. It's since expanded to a number of cities. We've had events in Philadelphia, Baltimore, Cleveland. We're in the process of expanding into New York, Atlanta, LA. We have just kind of boots on the ground in those cities that are starting the organizing efforts.
Mm-hmm.
And then most recently, in a partnership with Rustic Pathways, Give Back Hack is going international and helping out with an event in Thailand.
Wow.
Which is a huge step for the organization
That's
as
cool.
a whole. Yeah.
Well, I mean, half the world's population's over there. Right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
probably a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, I think so. Right?
Let's look at some of the past. One question that I did have was you told the story about how you got involved, and I think we think about, oh well, you know, if you're not a coder or a programmer, you don't have this great idea. This is not something you're going to do, but that's not necessarily the case, right?
It's
So tell us a
definitely,
little bit about participants and how you could get involved, and a little bit about your story, how you got involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a product manager, so I don't necessarily have I have no software engineering skills. At the time, I had never started my own business. I didn't even have an idea when I attended Give Back Hack in 2017. It was something that appealed to me on a foundational level because I was interested in figuring out how I could contribute to the community, but I didn't know exactly how to go about doing that. So I attended Give Back Hack in 2017 without really knowing what to expect or how I was going to contribute, which was lucky for me because it quite frankly,
you were showing up with good intentions.
Yeah, I was, and you know, the experience changed my life. And so anyone who's looking at Give Back Hack as something for coders or something for people who are already deeply embedded in technology, I would encourage, if anyone out there is on the fence and not sure how they would contribute, show up, because we have such a diverse population of skills, such a diverse population of perspectives. Everyone can contribute in some way, regardless of their background and experience.
Yeah. And with that, you know, I was just thinking about it because I love to build things or whatsoever, but I don't necessarily, you know, I was thinking about it. I was like, that sounds like a cool thing, but I don't have an idea, you know.
Right.
But there are plenty of people that will.
Yeah.
And I think we'll show it in a second. But you had a cool infographic from 2018's Columbus one that just showed. You almost had a pie chart. I think it must have been self-professed what people, you know, said that they were, either the person with the idea,
right,
or the person with the technical expertise, or people that were small business leaders or something, or product managers that help to organize things. And you know, and I guess a lot of times you don't even think about the practical operational things that would have to go into there that that are super important.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, running a business is hard. Creating business is harder. and the more diverse perspectives, the more ideas and minds you have behind the genesis of an idea, the more refined it's going to be, and the higher the likelihood it's going to succeed.
Cool. So let's look. We're going to screen share now. So go ahead and share the screen, guys. And you can check out their website. Obviously, if you just Google it, it comes up real easy. But givebackhack.com. And you can see all of you can go through the past events, you can look at the ones that are upcoming. Even when I was looking at Columbus's this time, you can go on there and it kicks you over to Eventbrite if you want to sign up.
Yep.
It's real easy to do. Just real quick, we'll look back to 2017. I'm mainly doing Columbus, but obviously you can look back at some of the other cities, and you can read through all the stuff there and the percentages of them, but you know, just kind of seeing who won the year before, or not. You said there's not really winners. It's like we figure out who could use the resources most effectively.
Right.
But those participants were ears on. I'll let you talk through this because obviously you know this, and one of them was one of the ones that you're co-founder of.
Yeah.
DACA time. So
yeah, so for 2017, the cohort that I went through personally, we had ideas that tackled things such as access to hearing aids, like
for children.
Ears On is working on. Bust a Move was helping to design bras that would help women feel more confident getting involved in sports and thereby increasing their leadership in just in general and in life. New Cycle was an idea to combat recidivism by providing employment opportunities to formerly incarcerated folks, essentially building bicycles and creating a business based off of that. And then the Friendly app was an app to connect businesses, or really identify businesses who were LGBTQ friendly. And it had a proven track record of being friendly in that way. And then DACA Time, which I co-founded, was a platform for, is still active, is a platform for lowering the cost and complexity associated with filling out certain immigration forms.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so you came in not even knowing what you're going to do, and came out a co-founder.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
That was DACA Time.
Right, which was absolutely something I didn't expect to happen, but again, was a wildly transformational experience.
That's awesome.
It was great.
And then the 2018, you guys made a wonderful infographic here that just kind of talks about all the participants, and you guys sold out the participants this past year. So if you are interested in this, you should take the early bird tickets on the Eventbrite, right? And it just comes through here, and like we were talking about before, like who was attending in terms of the percentages there. It didn't get down on this one too. Who were the people that kind of got funded, but tell us a little bit about 2018's quasi winners.
We had a lot of great ideas that received some form of support through Give Back Hack. So OpenSheet is a platform to help lower the time commitment and the complexity associated with creating worksheets for teachers, thereby freeing up their time so they can focus on students. Education, focus on students, that sort of thing. Brave Buddy, which has since rebranded to Benefier, is an AI chatbot that delivers cognitive behavioral therapy to pediatric patients to lower anxiety and depression if they have extended hospital stays. We also had Shatter, which is a platform to level the playing field for women in the workforce to help eliminate cognitive biases on both sides of the recruiting equation, in terms of not only encouraging women to apply for jobs for which they're qualified, but also encouraging recruiters to consider more women as part of a viable candidate pool. And then, excuse me, I'm blanking out on the final one.
The onesie?
Thank you. Yeah, Celebrate Onesie. Thank you so much. Who's since rebranded to Shop Celebrate One. They formed a partnership with Celebrate One out of the office of the mayor, and they operate a buy one get one e-commerce model. So if you buy a onesie through Shop Celebrate One, Shop Celebrate One will donate a sleep sack to someone in need.
Cool, that's awesome. That's what is the shoe company that did that?
Tom Shoes.
Yeah, okay.
Tom Shoes does a buy one get one.
That's cool.
Yeah, we had a number of teams that continued to move forward even beyond the ones that received funding from Give Back Hack. One of the notable ones is Lilac Pack, which is working on kind of a box model for getting a package of postpartum goods to ease a lot of the physical ailments and discomfort associated with just having a baby.
Yeah.
That was one of the ones that went through Sea Change, and it's still very active today as well.
That's cool. I mean, it's easy to forget, if you are kind of blessed or what so, to have a good family and support system, that not everybody has that.
Right.
You know? That's awesome. So, as we're kind of wrapping up, tell us a little bit about, I think one of the things, because we had mentioned it when we were talking about, the state of affairs in our country, and I come across people all the time that are a little, unhappy, or they're pessimistic about the future because of the fighting and what so, and people get focused on the national drama, but really most of the things that impact us and make life better are in our communities. And this is something that regardless of who's the president or who controls Congress or what so, we can always make lives better and make things better ourselves.
Absolutely.
We have the power to change things.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just have to be charitable. It can be through things that help other people to make a living.
Right.
and are sustainable, that don't require necessarily government grant funding or whatever the case, right?
That's exactly it. Give Back Hack exists to help propagate this notion that people can make an impact in the community by aligning themselves with organizations who are working for a common good.
Cool. So how can people get involved, help participate?
There are lots of ways. So the best way, the most effective way to get involved is to attend the event. And so for everyone who's watching, listening, either now or later, we've actually set up a 25% off promo code for the event. I think you'll be sending out the link to the Eventbrite.
Mm-hmm.
So if you use promo code REBEL, you can get 25% off attendance to the event. And that's the absolute best way to get involved. If you have questions, if you have more questions, or if you're not sure that the event's right for you, we have a happy hour coming up on March 19th at 7th Sun between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock p.m. So we'll have past attendees,
cool.
We'll have organizers there, people who are just thinking about going. Yeah, that's a great way to get to know us a little bit before you commit to buying a ticket. And finally, if you can attend for the entire weekend, if there are time constraints, that's totally understandable. Our pitch event, the presentations that all of the teams have compiled throughout the weekend, that event is open to the public, and that's completely free. So you can go to the Kanzani Center at CCAD on Sunday, April 28th in the evening to see what all the teams have been up to.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that one existed, and it's absolutely free.
Yes.
So if you don't have the time, or you're, at least come and attend and see the good things that people are working on. So I thank you for that promo code. I think I will use it personally.
That's great.
And try it this year, and try to contribute and network with people that are trying to do well.
It's fantastic.
So Derek, thanks so much for coming. We appreciate you sharing this. I hope you guys learned something. Come and participate. You're going to make it to where the early bird sells out, to where you have to make more participants for next year, right?
That's right.
So thank you guys for watching and soaking this up again. Join us next week. We're always lining up great guests. If you have questions, comments, we try to link to everything below. Go check out. We try to link to the people and the companies that we mentioned, especially when good things like this are going on. Helping the people that spend the money to make these things possible. It's a reward in itself to encourage people to do good.
Absolutely.
And there are rewards to that. So thanks so much. Have a great weekend, and hopefully spring's right around the corner.